Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around for the 18-ounce 4-wick Maple Rum Strudel candle from HomeWorx by Harry Slatkin. I received this as a gift a long time ago from a friend back in 2018. This was originally released in fall of 2018, and I realized this one's probably not current or out right now, but I just really enjoy and love documenting my candles, so here we have a candle review of this candle. So yeah, this one was from fall 2018. It's still the Made in the USA version. You can see the performance is flawless on it, and it's so strong, so I cannot vouch for the Vietnam versions of the later releases or if this comes out again, but I'm just reviewing this based on the fragrance alone of 2018, and we'll get right into it. Yes, so the notes on this read: drizzled maple, brown sugar, candied pecans, and dark rum. Oh my god, this is so immensely strong. It's so thick and it's so intense. Once again, I don't know if the newer versions are like that too, but this one's just absolutely massive, grand throw. Like, whoa, this is up there. But basically, what does it smell like? It doesn't smell so much like a baking strudel. I don't really get a warm baking component. Like, don't think of anything like berry waffle cone or blueberry pie in the sense of like a flaky crust note. I really don't get anything at all like that. So if you're expecting a full-blown like strudel or like a baked component or something coming out of the oven, I really don't get that. I get more so just all the ingredients like sort of combined into one candle rather than the actual like finished product of something being baked. So what I get most is the maple and the brown sugar are so immensely strong. The maple it's like sort of like sticky sweet, but there's like a richness or a depth to it. It's almost like a darker spiced maple is what I get from it. If you've ever smelled the maple pancakes candle, I believe from Yankee Candle, that one had like a very spicy maple component. This has a very similar darker maple syrup type of fragrance in there. It's not as like just like I don't know, like cloyingly or icky sweet as like a maple that would come up in like pumpkin pecan waffles, where that's just like the very just sweet or sort of like generic basic maple fragrance. This one's a lot heavier and spicier and just way richer. So that is, yeah, definitely in there, and that's mixed with the brown sugar, and the brown sugar is so heavy in here too. It's quite intense. This is actually why the friend gave it to me, was because it was just too much for her. But the brown sugar is just, it's really heavy. It's almost a savory brown sugar. I almost think of like a sweet and savory barbecue sauce. Like if there was brown sugar and like a sweet and savory barbecue sauce, it's that type of almost savory, strong brown sugar note in here that's really intense. It's mixed with that maple, and it's really crazy. And then instead of candied pecans in there, I really do get that as well. There's a nuttiness in here. Once again, kind of similar like the nuttiness that you get in pumpkin pecan waffles. But yeah, there's definitely a nuttiness in here. And then you finally get the dark rum. There's definitely a boozy component in here that just brings that maple and brown sugar together in an even more deeper and richer and slightly boozy kind of way. It's a very heavy, intense fragrance. It's like still like ooey gooey sweet, but there's the deepness or a richness to it that's just really intense in here, and I can't say that enough about this fragrance, is that it's a very intense, heavy, rich, deep fragrance with the maple, with the brown sugar, and the rum, and that's pretty much what I get. I feel like sometimes I get a slight like powdered sugar type of just like a vague bakery sweet note, but it's not anywhere near as like, once again, buttery or present as like a crust note that you would find in blueberry pie or the berry waffle cone candle from Bath and Body Works. It's not so much like that, but that is what this smells like. So yeah, if you're expecting like a strudel, like an actual baking flaky note, not so much. But if you want a heavy, super heavy, deep, rich, and boozy maple rum brown sugar note, then this is for you. It does remind me a lot of spiced chestnut from Bath and Body Works, if you remember that from 2019. That one had chestnut, mulled spices, dark rum, and spiced cider. So you can see it does share notes in the sense that they both have that dark rum note, and they smell very similar to that, as well as the nut note. There's chestnut and spiced chestnut, and there's pecans and maple rum strudel, so it has a very similar brown sugar, rum, and nut note are present in both. So if you enjoyed a spiced chestnut from Bath and Body Works, I think you'll enjoy Maple Rum Strudel. Obviously, Maple Rum Strudel has more of that heavy maple note in it that spiced chestnut does not, but still very much in the same similar like fragrance family and are very like much sibling fragrances in my opinion. And that's pretty much what Maple Rum Strudel smells like. It's very heavy, it's intense. I can't imagine this is for everybody because you really need to be into that maple brown sugar and rum note because it's so like just ooey gooey thick and like sweet but boozy at the same time. So yeah, definitely not for the faint of heart because this fragrance is very intense and strong. That's pretty much all I can say about the fragrance. Let me go into the performance. This is, of course, one of the USA-made 4 wicks, and it's doing flawless. It has the thicker, sturdier wicks that don't do the leaning in thing on you, so they stay upright and just like so sturdy and just great all the way down to the bottom. Deep, even wax pull, really no issues there. It pulls out in no time, so we're good to go there. As for the throw, whoa, it's gone a little bit lighter, which I actually don't mind. But I remember when I first received this in 2018, I was burning it in a previous house. It was so strong I have to blow it out after 1 hour because it was just so sickeningly strong and just intense and thick, similar to like how my pumpkin French toast from Bath and Body Works is, a very similar type of throw to that because of the maple in there. This version is just so strong. I would say a good 9 or a 10. Like it's all the way up there, like into the 10 range. At least when it was first burning. I feel like it's a little bit weaker now as time has gone by and I'm in a different environment. So it's not quite as strong as that, but I can still smell it no problem. Much stronger than a lot of their like more recent releases. So happy to report, at least on this version, that it was very strong. I imagine the fragrance oil for this is just very strong in general, that I would imagine even the newer versions will probably smell similarly strong, or at least we can hope. So definitely in the strong like 8, 9, 10 range, no problem. I can smell an open concept area, and it's like probably too strong for a small bedroom. But I actually don't mind that because I love the choke you out, suffocating type of fragrances that we get from these stronger candles. So we're good to go there. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the performance and throw of this candle. Overall, obviously an excellent candle in terms of the performance and the strength of it. The fragrance is not something I would normally gravitate towards too much because just the maple and the rum and brown sugar are just really strong and heavy that I don't think I would repurchase this one, but it's not a bad fragrance by any means, and the strength and the performance are so good that I really can't knock it. If this sounds appealing to you, I would say absolutely go ahead. It's like one of those really rich, nice fall type of fragrances, but it is just very heavy and intense. So I just have to put that warning out there, at least on this version. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Maple Rum Strudel, and let me know if you've tried this one yourself below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.